calling on those friends. And maybe that's who you are today. Are you that connecting point between those in the struggles of life and healing and the place where that healing might be made known? Are you the connecting point that brings one to another? Are we as a church that connecting point? We can look out on our streets and into our community and see lots of people who are living good and wonderful lives and doing lots of incredible things with faith and hope, who are helping build up our city, our community. And yet, as they are struggling, we might be that one connecting point between what can be viewed as secular or out there and holy. We might be that one place in which we can bring the two together and say, in this moment, we have an opportunity for healing and hope that people have not heard or are not aware of. And not to compare us in any fashion to Jesus, although recently we were told that we are going to go on and do even greater things than he. I do wonder if there are times where we are those who are being sought after. We're in a world where there is so much focused on money and ego, on greed, and on military might. If we are that healing presence that can come ready to stand inside and say, yes, there is a place for healing and hope in your lives, in your home, among your families and friends, and we are here. But that can make us uncomfortable. We can shy away, wondering, is this really where we are being called? Is this really the path that God wants us to go down now? And what happens if it doesn't work out just as we had hoped? Or the healing doesn't take the shape that we would like to see? Are we willing to be vulnerable as a healing presence? To step into that place and leave the answer to the hope, to the mind at work in us. I recall my time doing hospital chaplaincy, when the people would go on, never knowing who would be on the other end of that pager call. Whether it would be an accident on the local freeway, whether it would be someone in the medical psych unit simply needing to talk, whether it would be a staff person having a breakdown, wondering about something they had just seen or experienced or happening in their personal life. Yet when that beeper went off, we responded, not knowing but trusting that God was leading us, holding us, and supporting us. This day, that becomes the promise. That no matter where in the story we situate or nestle ourselves, as those in need of healing, as those pleading for renewal and hope for a loved one, as those sent that they might respond or find a promise or a hope, or even as that one individual or community that steps in to be a living word of grace and renewal. No matter where we are situated, we hear this story and we are enriched. I invite you to dwell in that, to live richly and faithfully, coming forward and centering ourselves again very simply here. Today in the baptism, we celebrate with John as he comes into community. My guess is that for him, John, at points in his life, will need healing and nurture. He certainly needs nurture and care now. John will also be one who will hope and pray for those he loves and cares about. John may be a rescuer, a healer, a promise in his own right. And he certainly may be the one who connects, who brings us together. And at the font, we live into all of that. We live into the cross, in which we encounter our own woundedness and the world's brokenness. We live into the water that is a source of promise and renewal. And we are claimed, richly and deeply, that we might be sent. Sent as God's missionaries, God's workers in the world, richly and deeply. And for this we give great thanks, and we let the people respond. Amen.